Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is January 20th, and we've been live for 20 days straight. Cannot believe it. 20 days just being consistent, and here we are. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a minute to get on in this thing. I don't know who's actually in this thing, if anyone's in this thing yet. I'm going to give you a second. I'm so excited for tonight because it's supposed to start snowing tonight. Also, tonight, I'm gonna get my hair done. I'm gonna wash it very, very well and then do something really nice with it. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited for a chance to go play in the snow. I haven't played in the snow in over 10 or 15 years here where I am. I'm just looking for my thumbnail. There it is. I want to do a thumbnail of Trump and JD Vance. And guys, today, oops, I want to do that. I hope it pops up. Sorry. Did I save it? Save it. Did it save? That's not what I want you guys to see. There we go. I want you guys to see the executive orders that Trump signed today. Where's NPR? NPR. There we go. Day one executive orders. So we have a ton of them, right? We have a ton of executive orders that were signed today. A ton. If you guys haven't known, Donald Trump got inaugurated today. Today is also Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So there's a lot going on in the country, the media and the press, right? A lot going on. So I decided to come on here and kind of talk a little bit about the executive orders that we did see signed today, kind of his roadmap for the next 4 years, right? Right. So if you guys are in here, just go ahead and give me a like, send me a comment, whatever you guys can do. Thank you so much. But I would love a like, I would love a comment. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if I get a comment or two. If a comment or two comes through, then I will go ahead and continue. I did not watch the inauguration. I really had no need to watch it. You know what I'm saying? There's no need. There's no need to watch that. Right? Mm. That's very good. Very, very good. So I'm about to go through these. If you're here, just say hi. So I know you're here. I also dropped a video today. The video was about Ruby Frankie and her journal. If you guys saw that, you guys know it's a hot ass mess. I'm also doing interviews. I did one today. I plan on doing one tomorrow. So we're going to bring more interviews and content from subscribers to the channel as well. Their interesting life stories, their interesting life paths. We're going to bring that to the channel as well. How are you, Dare to Be Different? How are you? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Whew. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So I glimpsed over the executive orders, and I feel like a lot of them are very, very dangerous. Um, we've heard this rhetoric from this administration before, but oh, thank you. We've heard this rhetoric from this administration before, right? But this kind of brings it all full circle, right? This is when everything comes to a roost, right? I did not see one executive. Well, I'm lying. I'm lying. I saw one executive order that personally I agreed with, and that was a TikTok one, right? That was the only one I agreed with. But we're going to go through them. We're going to talk them through, and I'm going to just kind of give my opinion on it. Um, back in 2013, I studied political science, so in college, so I kind of have a knack for this type of stuff, right? But I don't like to talk about politics so openly because it doesn't rub some people the right way. When you speak your mind, it doesn't rub people the right way, but you have to be able to speak your mind without getting overly emotional. Let's put it that way, right? So, as we talk about the executive actions that President Trump signed today, we have the first on the docket were the January 6th pardons, right? You guys remember January 6th when citizens went and stormed the Capitol, ran into the Capitol to try to stop Biden from being certified as the president, right? That happened. People died, right? That happened. That was a very real event. And it's the closest someone has gotten to, I guess you could say, trying to overthrow the government, trying to overthrow democracy in recent time, right? And they wanted it at any cost, right? It didn't matter if somebody had to pass away. It didn't matter what. It didn't matter. They just believed he didn't deserve to be there. Trump deserved to be there, and here we are, right? So those people got pardoned, 1,500 of them. Okay, scores of convictions were wiped away. Who helped for people who helped delay the certification of the 2020 election. Now, these people most definitely were in the wrong. They most definitely shouldn't have been at the Capitol. They most definitely should have respected the sanctity that is Congress and the White House. Right? What when you think about what Trump supporters call themselves, they call themselves patriots, right? What patriot would deface their nation's landmarks? That's first and foremost, right? What person who loves their country does that? You want to show ultimate respect in Washington D.C. You know, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the Arlington Memorial, all of the men that are buried there, the women that are buried there, their service they did to the country. It's not just a junkyard you can trash. So that's not patriotic at all, right? It's it's basically I see it as you're not getting your way. I see it as you're not getting your way, so you're throwing a fit about it, right? I feel as if these people were not Trump supporters, there would be a totally different outcome. Halo says this will just embolden people to commit violent acts to serve their leader. That it will. Because he's saying, you did it for me, it's okay. And here's a get out of jail free card for fighting for me. That's not how shit works in a democracy, right? So the pardons are unnecessary, they're offensive to the former administration, right? Imagine that. Imagine that. A former president is going to be inaugurated, right? I'm sorry, certified on the 6th, right? And you guys, you allow your supporters to stop that, to try to stop that from happening, right? And then you turn around and pardon them as if it's a good act. Is that patriotic? Is that presidential? I don't see it. I'm sorry. Don't agree with the January 6th pardons, right? I feel like if they were Democrats doing this to stop Trump from getting in office, they would never see the light of day. So, how is it any different on your side of the aisle? I really don't understand, right? And he says that they're hoping that these people come out tonight. So, these people are on cloud fucking nine. Do you hear me? The people who went down there to the Capitol and did violent or nonviolent acts. We really don't know. There's a mix of both, but just being there and supporting what was going on was a threat to democracy, right? So these people are so excited. They're in jail. Trump's president, and they're getting out of jail. I mean, it's the best they could have asked for. The best day they could have asked for, right? Okay, so another executive action that Trump signed was pausing the TikTok ban, right? 75 days. He's instructing the attorney general to not take any action to enforce the act for a period of 75 days. So he can determine the appropriate course forward in an orderly way that protects national security while avoiding an abrupt shutdown of a communications program. I agree with not banning TikTok. The executive order signed by President Trump in this case, yes, I agree with it. Okay. Because I feel like TikTok is somewhere for people to express themselves. TikTok is somewhere where people make a living. TikTok is more than just social media for a lot of people. They're feeding their children, right? They're feeding their children's children. They're gaining residual income. They're building connections. They're networking. This is an app that has changed the scape of the entire world, right? It's changed the outcome of the entire world. How can America be cut out of that? In any case, how can America be cut out of that? Now, the whole thing about China trying to steal our data, I don't believe that, right? I don't believe that because I feel like TikTok's been around for years. Wouldn't they have stolen what they needed to steal? Presidents, governors, all kinds of people, congressmen and women are on TikTok. Wouldn't it be in our best interest to not have our leaders on TikTok if it was such a national security threat? I feel like that's a lie, and it has I'm telling you, TikTok has something to do with money in the hands of the ultra rich. You guys are going to find out. Whoever the next owner of TikTok is going to be someone that is mega 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 rich, right? Mega, mega, mega rich. That's how you make monopolies, right? They see something China has that's shiny, that's generating income, that's unprecedented, that's doing things that Instagram and Facebook, American companies can't do. And they say, hey, if you can't join them, beat them. Like we want everything, right? We want everything as Americans. We are such a capitalist society that no other country can outshine us. No other country can outthrive us without us trying to get our hands in the pot. So I would be foolish to think that this had something to do with data when TikTok is as powerful as it is worldwide. America wants to be the world's superpower, and that starts with acquiring TikTok, right? America is the world's superpower. And acquiring TikTok just puts that cherry on top, right? Dare to Be Different says she doesn't care for TikTok, but she understands it's some people's livelihood. Yes, I mean, I love TikTok, right? I love TikTok because the algorithm is so special, right? It's going to show me things that it knows I want to see. But the downfall in that is that you get stuck into a loop of doom scrolling, right? So you might be scrolling for 2, 3, 4 hours and you don't even know that time has passed. You could be doing work. You could be at the gym. You could be doing more productive things, right? There is a productivity issue that goes hand in hand with TikTok that I think a lot of older people don't like. But it's up to us. I feel like it's up to us as adults to be able to say, I'm going to turn that off, right? It's not, we have to have some type of self restraint. And children shouldn't be on the app at all. Children should not be on TikTok at all. If you wanted to ban something, ban it for the minors. Ban Facebook for the minors and Instagram for the minors, because that's where they're learning what they're learning, and that's where their minds are going. The social media generation, Gen Zs and Gen Alpha, have lost it because that's all they know, and that's all they ever will know, and it's not their fault, right? But that's another story for another day. It's just saying that you can't take something away from someone because their thing is better than yours, right? If I have an old bike and you have the newest shiniest bike, I can't say because I feel like I'm bigger and stronger that I'm going to take your bike, right? It's just that simple. TikTok should not have this should have never came up. Trump pulled up the idea to ban TikTok. He signed into the law to ban TikTok. It took them years to get to this point. And then when it goes through, he's, oh, listen, TikTok did good things for me. I don't want to ban it anymore. That's money in his pocket. I'm telling you, it's a financial gain for him, right? So another executive order he signed today was withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord. He signed an order titled Putting America First and International Environmental Agreements, which included withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord, right? So Trump withdrew from it during his first term, but Biden rejoined in 2021, right? So if we look at the Paris Climate Accord, hang on one second. If we look at the Paris Climate Accord, it covers climate change, migration, adaptation, and finance. So it seems to be it's an international treaty on climate change. So what that tells me is that Trump he's not hand in hand with all of this climate change, he's not feeling it. He's not feeling it. Right? Because it's snowing in Louisiana, right? Right now, it's snowing in Louisiana. We're getting more hurricanes on the coast than we've ever seen before. So the climate is obviously changing and we need to do something about that. But nah, he's just going to leave other people here to deal with that shit, right? Hey, I'm not an environmentalist or someone who knows much about the climate or the weather, but um climate change is something we have to acknowledge because one day it's going to be too hot. There are going to be too many storms. You know what I'm saying? What we do and what we put into the air has something to do with that. Okay. So he also undid Biden executive actions. He rescinded 78 Biden era executive actions, orders, and presidential memoranda. They include a wide variety of actions related to racial equality, climate, migration, and gender policy, the federal workforce, and Biden's recent move to take Cuba off the list of state sponsors of terrorism. Okay? Federal workforce. Trump signed a freeze on all federal hiring except the military and a number of other excluded categories. Okay. He also signed an order requiring federal workers to return to the office in person and a regulatory freeze preventing the creation of new federal regulations. So Trump doesn't want people working from home, right? He wants federal workers to be in person. I mean, I could see that being okay because it all depends on what their job is, right? But I could kind of see the federal workers being in the office being okay just because they might have a super sensitive job or something. But it all depends on what type of federal workers are we talking about. Because if it's just any federal worker that doesn't handle critical information, why can't they work from home? It makes it seem like you're trying to discriminate there, right? Okay, so inflation, right? Another executive order directs the heads of all executive departments and agencies to deliver emergency price relief consistent to applicable law to the American people and increase the prosperity of the American worker. Okay, that's not really explaining much, right? The executive order just says you have to deliver emergency price relief. But what does that look like? What does emergency price relief look like? What does that look like? I have no idea what that looks like, right? I wouldn't be against this executive order if I knew what it looked like. That is very vague, right? I wouldn't be against it if I knew what that meant. Because if they're giving emergency price relief, then they have to get that money from somewhere. They have to obtain the money that they're relieving off the people from somewhere. So what exactly do you mean by that? He also ended a order ending the weaponization of the federal government. Okay? So basically he said that the Justice Department was weaponized against him, right? And he pledged to punish, persecute, or jail his political enemies, right? So like Jack Smith, all the people that have all of the laws, he went to jail and all of that. All those people, he's seeking revenge against those people. He's seeking retribution from those people, revenge from those people. And I'm sure if his January 6th rioters showed up to their houses, they would be pardoned once again, right? This is not a weaponization of government order. This is a weaponization of Trump order. They're very different. The weaponization of government was January 6th. The weaponization of government was the first executive order that you did to pardon 1,500 of them. They were weaponizing the government. So because someone talks about you and your friends, that's a weaponization of the entire three branches of government. Obviously, yes, I approve of laws against price gouging. It has been a problem since the pandemic. And I honestly think that's what got Trump this win, along with racism and people thinking that people are so tired of struggling. Do you understand me? It's only gotten worse, right? It's only gotten worse from Obama's term down, right? Down. I feel like the last time we were okay, quote unquote, okay, was in 2019, right? Since COVID, everything has been downhill, in my opinion, price wise, everything. And I feel as if COVID hadn't happened, we would be living in a very different America right now. We would be living in a vastly different America right now. So we can't really judge how well somebody was as a president when we have all this mess that we don't see. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I feel like the economy is trash, right? It's trash. But I feel as if Trump was the president, it would be just as trash, if not worse, right? There's only so much you can do when the country's shut down, right? So I do believe COVID had a large part to do with why most people, right wingers, feel like Joe Biden failed so miserably. He did not. He did not. He did a great job, in my opinion. Immigration. So you guys know about the immigrants come across the border, right? Um, he said he was going to declare a national emergency at the southern border. That's not a national emergency. A national emergency would be like a terror threat. A national emergency would be like a very, very bad like the wildfires. Things like that are national emergencies, right? Acts of terrorism, things that need that attention, right? Honestly, he's a piece of work, right? Okay. And he also says he's going to reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, which would require some asylum seekers at the southern border to wait for Mexico. I I saw a lot of people at the border crying today, and I think it's in retaliation to this, the Remain in Mexico policy. Like, they were all cleared to go there, but apparently their app that they were using to get access so they could do it as legal as they possibly could got shut down randomly today. So they were at the border crying. I'm like, what? Okay. So he also says that he's going to use the military to prioritize our borders, right? So the military will be going to the border and making sure nothing's being trafficked in. Okay. End catch and release, continue building the wall, and end Remain in Mexico. Designate criminal cartels as terrorists. Okay. I honestly, number 4, I feel like criminal cartels are kind of terrorists, right? So I feel like number 4 is okay. Suspend refugee resettlement, end asylum, and close the border to those without legal status. Wow. End birthright citizenship. Okay. I don't understand how you can do that when that's a law. Like, that's a law. If you were born in the United States, you are a citizen. How, like, yes, they do, Halo. They do. They do. They do. And they continue to do so. And then when they see they can squeeze people, and get all their money, get them taking money out of their savings, taking out credit cards, get them doing all that, they're going to continue to do it. If we continue to go and buy, they're going to continue to sell, right? And that's why the economy is so bad right now, because they know they can get away with making people go into debt, having people take out loans. They know they can do that, right? Trump's wives were immigrants. J.D. Vance, the vice president, his wife is an immigrant. Elon Musk, the billionaire, the richest man in the world, who's been cozying up with Trump and was on the stage doing a Nazi salute today, is an immigrant. He was on the stage doing a Nazi salute today. Elon Musk. He's an immigrant. So, honestly, I don't know what the hell 7 is about. Honestly, I don't know what 7 is about, because it obviously says, okay, let me pull it up. If you were born in the United States, you're a citizen. How can you end birthright citizenship? What? Should we pull it up out of the Constitution? That this is madness. This is madness. Hold on a second. Here's a copy of the Constitution, right? This is the 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens. So how can you end birthright citizenship? That'll be struck down so quickly. But they're saying that if your parents weren't born here and you were born here, that means you're an immigrant. No, it does not. That is to get more brown people out of the country, right? That's to get more brown people out of the country. Yeah, I do. That's to get more Mexicans and people coming from that southern border out. Because I don't see him saying that Elon Musk's kid isn't a naturalized citizen. So what's the difference? Right? What's the difference? If Elon Musk had a woman, came to America and had a child, X, the one that he loves, with another South African woman, would he say that X is not a citizen? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's about the color there, right? It's about color. It's brown. It looks like he's hailing Hitler here. Can we see what's going on in the nation, guys? Can we see why we should care? Honestly, I don't care, because I did all I could to try to inform the people I could, and they still voted the way they voted. And they still don't give a damn. They still do not give a damn. That's a Nazi salute. I don't even know if I could say this. The stream probably gonna get knocked off of here. That is 100% not good. First of all, he's not even a citizen. Second of all, you're making all of these executive orders about people that aren't citizens, and you have an immigrant doing this at your inauguration. How patriotic is this? It doesn't make sense, does it? It could never make sense. So the executive orders on, there needs to be a plan on immigration, right? But who are we to tell people that they can't come here legally? When we came here, I honestly, I don't get that. I will never get that, right? So let's see. So the only thing on here, he wants to give the death penalty to illegal aliens. He wants to end birthright citizenship. You cannot do that. And asylum. Yeah, I heard about that one too. Defining sex. No, I didn't, Random. You should tell me about him, though. Tell me about him. Tell me about him. Tell me about him. I want to know. We're going through all the executive orders he signed today. So he defined sex today. He signed an executive order dealing with gender identity, right? It's an order it's an order that it would make it policy of the United States to recognize two biologically distinct sexes, male and female. These are sexes that are not changeable. They are grounded in inconvertible reality. Taxpayer services will not be allowed for transitions. A second action will end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government. The official said, giving as examples environmental justice programs in the U.S. Department of Agriculture, as well as diversity training. So diversity training's gone. Why is it bad to have diversity training? So you saw Walmart do it. You saw Facebook do it, right? You saw Amazon do it. The companies are just changing with the tide, right? They'll sell their soul for $1. But the federal government, right, enacting these plans to make people have a fair shot. Because for so long, women did not have a fair shot. They still don't. Right? Women do not have a fair shot. Minorities do not have a fair shot. LGBTQIA people do not have a fair shot. People with disabilities do not have a fair shot. But Biden tried to do something to give them, make a little bit of equity with the situation. Make things a little bit more even. Give people opportunities, not opportunities they're not entitled to. You're not going to get the job if you're not qualified, but we will make them be less likely to skip over your name if it looks like this or that. The Trump administration says, nah, skip over their name if you want to, because the agenda that they're pushing is that white men are the most qualified to do any job. It doesn't matter what it is. They're the most qualified to do any job. And if they're skipped over by a minority, it must be some type of mistake, right? That's what I'm getting. And then they say these are the sexes that are not changeable. They're grounded in fundamental. So they're coming for, what is this coming for? Intersex people or transgender people. Honestly, are we still doing this one? Are we still doing this one? And you are right. There are two biologically distinct sexes, male and female. You are 100% right. But there can be multiple genders, and someone's gender expression or gender identity can be fluid. Sex is biological. Gender identity has it all to do with the person that is there. Sex and gender are not the same. They're trying to make them interchange. They're not. Sex is biological. Gender is an expression, right? So I don't know what he's trying to say there. I feel like he's more of just trying to say, like, we don't like trans people, right? We don't like trans people. That's what he's trying to say without saying it. He's like, we do not like gays. We do not like trans people. We do not want Black, Mexican, disabled, veterans, women getting the jobs before we do. Just play your position. Just play your position. Do what we tell you to do. Why don't you get a job at McDonald's or Amazon? But this job, this FBI job, this mayor job, this job with prestige that can make you happy about your life and happy about yourself, or make you feel accomplished as a human being, those aren't your jobs. He even said it during his campaign, and he's still here. Black jobs. He means this. There are black jobs and there are white jobs, right? If a black person gets a white job, something is wrong. In their minds, they believe this, right? So they want to end DEI. So basically, you can be skipped over. You can be looked over. The candidate that looks different for the job will be called in for a callback, right? All of these things continuing to push an agenda, right? So okay, so we got the diversity, we got the all things attacking people, right? We got the thing about the two sexes, we got the thing about DEI, we got the thing about throwing out Mexicans, we got the thing about weaponization of government. So if anybody who attacked him, he can come back and get his retribution. We got that one. We got the January 6th pardons, all things that have hurt people signing into law on day one. Let's roll, right? It almost feels as if we should have let him get 8 years straight through. How the hell did we fire someone and then spin the block and say, yeah, let's do it again? We should have just gave him the straight 8. We should have gave him the straight 8. Just give him the straight 8. We wouldn't be dealing with this today. right? But yet, here we are, and we have to deal with what we're dealt, right? He wants to end the energy, yeah, yeah, coal, natural resources, right? Drill, right? He wants to, yeah. So I wouldn't expect him to be a climate change guy. I wouldn't expect him to be someone who was interested in equity or LGBTQIA Americans. I wouldn't expect for him to have any compassion about immigration or the people that are going to be separated from their kids because their kids are citizens and they aren't. I wouldn't expect him to have any remorse for the people that passed away on January 6th trying to protect the Congress for a certification of a former president. None of that. So everything today that was signed was, I'm not in agreement with. The TikTok ban, though, that was good, but he started that. So he's just cleaning up his own shit there. And also another one that I feel like is pretty good is the only other one I saw that was pretty good would be making terrorists, criminal cartels terrorists. You know? Because if you're gonna come in here as a cartel, like you have to think about that. Cartels, they get drugs, they get guns, they get all kinds of things flowing in and out of the country, right? And that's wrecking terror on America. So by proxy, you're a terrorist by proxy, right? Cartels are not small organizations; they're big cartel. If you see this, I'm so sorry. I apologize, but they're big. They're big organizations, right? So these are the executive orders he did. We have a long 4 years ahead of us. Now, Random says that 3 lawsuits were filed to shut down the Department of Efficiency government. What is that? What is a Department of Efficiency? I have never, you want to shut down the Department of Education and replace it with the Department of Efficiency? What does that mean? What does that mean? What could that possibly mean? I looked it up and I read it and I'm like, I still don't get it. You want Elon Musk to tell us how to spend the tax dollars, right? He contributes to taxes. I understand that. But you want Elon Musk to tell us where to make cuts? How is he in any way qualified to do that? If I want to go to space, the moon, take a car ride or get a robot, I'll go to Elon Musk. But when it comes to slashing deficit, that's not his place. Oh, girl, I could go on and on and on. I could go on and on and on. And these people who support this nonsense, they will have to deal with it. They will have to clean it up, right? Because in 4 years, there will not be another Republican in the White House. There will not. But hopefully, we're still in a salvageable place, right? Hopefully we're still in a salvageable place in 4 years, right? I think they should shut down the Department of Efficiency, but Trump is signing executive orders that anybody that tries to challenge him or his orders can be prosecuted. It's so dictatorship worthy, right? It's so dictatorship worthy. When Trump gave us TikTok back, he wanted us to praise him. His name was all over it. We have to talk to President Trump. We talk to President Trump. You get your app back. Yay. That's not how we do things in America. But what? But hey, you know what? It is what it is, right? We can't be delusional to the fact. We just have to stay educated, right? We have to stay educated on the facts. And the facts of the matter are America is a melting pot. It has white people, black people, brown people, Asian people, yellow people, short people, fat people, disabled people, all kinds of people, right? All kinds of people. We cannot press forward as if we are a nation of only one type of person. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's so many people. It's so many people. And the climate is changing. You cannot go back. That's what Kamala kept saying. We will not go back. And they think that these congressmen and these senators will not challenge them on these laws they're trying to. It's going to be a hot mess in Congress because those senators are not having, those congressmen and women are not having that. Right? Trump can say something, but it goes through them. The Supreme Court is stacked in more likely Trump's favor, but it doesn't really matter. It goes through Congress, right? So that's what we have to focus on. Congress needs help because they have to deal with a lot, right? So, yeah, people want it to be the Wild Wild West. It's not going to happen. People are not going back to that. They are not going back to that. No. Nope. And I don't even, what is a Department of Efficiency? Does this man think he's the president? Musk thinks he's the president. He think he bought the presidency. He's not. You're doing this. You're doing this. Since when was Elon Musk a politician? What policy did he study in South Africa? What politics did he study in South? He's a tech guy. Doge is a meme coin. Doge is a shit coin. Doge is, and it's so funny because Elon Musk is in Trump's ear about this shit, right? He is, because Trump launched his own meme coin called Trump, went from 17 cents to $70. If you would have invested $18, $19, you'd have hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as soon as Melania's meme coin came out, it's like a Bitcoin crypto. As soon as Melania's came out, Trump's dumped. So those people who were buying into it, it was a huge rug pull, right? He's like, damn, man, I only got 4 billion. How do you have 400? Teach me. Elon's like, sure, but let me get in that government and see what's going on. Addicted to power. Crazy, addicted. The snow, it's snowing, yay! Lo hicimos, it's snowing. Sorry, I never get snow here. Sorry, we never get snow. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm going to get my hair done tonight. And guys, please educate your friends, your family. Educate your folks. When they say something that's just educate them. Oh, I'm not crying. I'm all out of fucks to give, honestly. Because people have said over and over and over and over and over, this is what's about to happen. This is what's about to happen. Hey, this is what, and they did not listen. These people voted with the man who's sponsored by the KKK, or the man who's sponsored. I honestly don't get. How do you think that makes everybody else feel? Oh, fuck them. Right? What? It should have been a landslide. It should have been the other way around, and that's how I feel. It's not going to fall on me. So when shit is going haywire in politics with other countries because Trump is having a hissy fit, don't look over here. What? Nope. No, you take what you voted for. This is what you wanted. So don't come over here talking about X, Y, and Z. Oh, we should have voted. I shouldn't have voted for him. They're already saying it. They're already saying they shouldn't have voted for Trump. Like, pick a side and stick to it. Pick a side and stick to it, because after someone's told you that type of news for years, warned you for years, hey, stop making, hey, you need to stop. Hey, you need to stop. And you're still pressing on. You're a crazy ass person. This video is going to get taken down. I have Elon Musk doing that. YouTube does not play that shit. YouTube does not play that. They're going to be like, what is she promoting on her YouTube channel? What is that man doing? It's not me, YouTube. It's Elon Musk. Okay? It's Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla Motors. And I hate that Teslas are so nice looking. I hate that. I really hate that. I hate that. I do. Because it's like, I kind of liked you when you didn't speak about politics. Now you're talking about make Europe great again, make America, like they're trying to take over the world or something. Who the hell is this guy? Right? Anyway, Elon Musk is getting on my nerves. It's like, you were better as the car guy. You were better as the robot guy, right? It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, what is this? Like, I don't want to say what I think this is, but that looks very scary. Why the hell are you doing that? This is America. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's Fox 10, not Fox News. Fox News would never. Let me see. Hang on. This is all because he bought Twitter.
Yes!
All because he bought Twitter.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah! And this was no ordinary victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization.
Hi, Kathleen.
Okay. This you know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Thank you for lining my pockets.
My heart goes out to you.
Oh my gosh, I love goodwill. I love that you find treasures. And so
Thank you. He's thanking us. You're not thanking me, Elon, because I didn't vote for you. I'm sorry. The Tesla is cute. The Tesla is real cute in the inside. I'm not going to hold you. If you do something good or make a good product, I'm not going to hold you. The Tesla's real cute, but you're not thanking me. Huh? Who the hell You guys see me now? Sorry, I hit the X on my my StreamYard tab. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure to hit the like button. I was just talking about how, like, I can give credit where credit is due. The Tesla is nice. The Cybertruck is nice. I can give credit where credit is due. It's that shit's nice. It's luxury. Feels nice in that bitch. Right? Okay? But this guy is something is wrong with them. So Random started talking about the Department of Government Efficiency. Okay, Doge is a meme coin. That's how I know of Doge. No, they didn't put me out. Yeah, Elon Musk was watching, was like, get her out of here. She's talking too much. Bye. Beep. They kicked my ass off. No, I'm good. I did that. It was a mistake. Sorry, guys. You guys see my email and everything? Sorry. Yeah, they are. They're watching. But when we talk about Doge is a meme coin. How can you name a governmental office after a meme coin? Meme coin. Come on. So you want to get rid of the Department of Education. Let me get this right. You want to get rid of the Department of Education, but you want to replace it with a Department of Efficient. What does that even mean? Nothing in America is efficient. Okay? Department of Government Efficiency. Let's just take a look. Is this a joke? Elon Musk doesn't. Okay, let me stop. Here it is. What is that? Okay, let's read what it is, because maybe I'm just missing the point. Oh, here's an executive order. We're gonna make a DOGE. By modernizing federal technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency and productivity. This executive order establishes the Department of Government Efficiency to implement the president's Doge agenda, the meme coin. And it's not even a good meme. It's not even a good coin like Bitcoin. It was like literally a shitty coin that went up one day. Modernizing federal technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency and productivity. That doesn't even make sense. That makes zero sense. Like, the trucks are ugly, right? The trucks are ugly. The inside of the trucks are nice. The coupe, the Tesla coupe, those are nice. I feel like those are nice. And they're not expensive. I feel like for someone who's a light driver, like me, I don't drive much. I get other people to drive, right? But for someone who's a light driver and doesn't want all that to deal with all that gas, and because I'm having an issue with my car now where it's like smoke or gas, like if you just want a clean ride, like I thought it was a really good idea. But now it's like, okay, Elon Musk owns this shit. So I can't by any means do that. But there are other electric cars or like hybrid cars that are good for like it's just good for like, I feel like someone who doesn't drive a lot. But if you're driving a lot, putting in big hours, and maybe you need a gas car, AI is wonderful. I do like AI, right? But for good. AI can be used for evil too. AI can be used for a lot of evil, and it will be used for a lot of evil and a lot of scamming, and making blackmailing people. It will be used to blackmail people. You can make it look like somebody said, did, or was somewhere that they weren't. But for me as a content creator, AI is helpful because it helps me get things done quicker. Like it'll minimize tasks. It'll it'll get things done easier for me. Like my description or something like that would take a long time to write out, or an email that I want to send to someone. It makes jobs like that easier. But people who really know how to use that AI can use it for bad. You had a Honda, what was that? Civic hybrid? Oh my gosh. I wanted a Tesla. I wanted a Tesla, but like I don't want it anymore. Like this was a few years back before Elon got involved with politics. I was like, these Teslas are nice, right? I was like, they're nice. And then he's coming out with a new Tesla robot. There's other little robots around or whatever. Me being a geek and loving video games and technology and things like that, I'm kind of a sucker for those types of things. But like, it's like, why are you putting your nose in? The battery was on, it was $5,000. You had a Tesla, you had the coupe, yeah, let me see. It's like, I shouldn't be giving him any type of free press on my damn channel. He has all the press he needs. Doing Nazi salutes in the middle of the goddamn rotunda of the United States government. Like, are you stupid? Okay, yeah. So, the Cybertruck is kind of ugly on the outside. It is. The Cybertruck looks a mess on the outside, but I feel like their base model is the which one is it? I think it's the is it the X? I think it's the X, might be. Or no, it's the 3. It's the 3. The X is like kind of like the higher. It's the 3. This is their base model, like their lower budget car. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the for 36 months. I mean, that's not horrible, I guess. $3,000 down. That's 3 years. That's a 3-year lease. But that's a lease. You're not going to own that. $455 a month. $4,000 down. 72 months. That's 6 years. 6 years you got that's way too much. Or cash. It'd probably be the best to just lease it because the finance is crazy. $450 a month? That's crazy. The cash price on these, the Model 3s, is $29,900. $29,900. And you'll have to get, the charger set up, and you'll have to get a couple other things. So I'm sure. And it does the self-driving. So the self-driving, you have to pay an extra $8,000 for. As they just click on a button. Oh, it goes all the way up to 44K. I don't know why, but yeah. So there are some for every budget. Your husband saw a Cybertruck and took a picture? Yeah, the trucks look like army tanks. They're just crazy and disgusting looking on the outside. The inside, it looks better though. The trucks are disgusting looking. I'm telling you. The cars look way better, but here it is right here. You have to order it. Like, what? $899 a month, 11,000 pounds. Finance. Oh my goodness. The lease is $800 a month. $74K for the truck. And here it is. Here's like the inside of it. It's like I would feel, I don't know. I would feel safe in it because it looks like if something hit me, I would most definitely be okay. It's ugly. Yeah, I've seen them in person. They're very ugly. They look very bad. They look very bad. They look horrible. This is what Elon Musk does well, right? Stick to this. Why in the fuck are you in government? Just leave. Just leave. Make these damn Teslas more efficient. How about that? You destroyed Twitter. He destroyed Twitter. Twitter is so racist and red pilled now. He destroyed Twitter. Now he's trying to bring that shit to the government on a main stage. That hatred. Let it go, man. Let it go. But yeah, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. It looks really bad. I saw it and I was like, "Oh God." But once you look in the inside, it's like, "Oh, that's a little better." But ooh, I thought I thought the National Guard was in town. I'm not gonna even lie. I thought that was like a National Guard new modern truck. I did. You could get a way nicer car for $78K. And it doesn't have to be an electric, it doesn't have to be a gas car either. It could be electric or gas. It's just nasty looking. But that's what people like. People like what they like. Some people got to have their cyber trucks. They pimp out their cyber trucks. They have them all wrapped in pretty colors and all this, and I'm like, hey, if you like it, I love it. Some people pay $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 for their little cyber trucks and stuff. So they do what they want to do. It's their money. Hey, I'm not mad at you, but I mean, if I had the money to invest in a car like this, to just get a toy like this, I would do something different. I feel like I will most definitely do something different. I would definitely do something different. But it's what people like. Some people like that bulky, weird style, JoJo, I don't know if you guys know JoJo Siwa. She wrapped her Tesla with her face on it. I'm like, oh wait, she has a Lamborghini too? Okay, well, she's a millionaire, so like this girl wrapped her Tesla in her face. I mean, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I get upset about all this hate being spread around because I live in South Georgia. And they spew it. Yep. They sure do. I'm in Louisiana and they spew it. JoJo Siwa is a lot, but I feel like she was abused. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was. But that's another story for another day. JoJo Siwa was abused as a child to work. And I mean, it worked out for her in the end as far as money and success, but what did it do to her mental, What did it do? Because it did something. Because sometimes she's just a lot. She's a lot at once, But So I mean, that's all we can do is talk about it, try to spread the love, spread good vibes. I have an interview. We did an interview with someone who used to be a Mormon, who's no longer a Mormon, and she describes Mormonism as a cult. So that should be out tomorrow. We can look into that as well. Tomorrow that'll be up. We did our interview. I'm doing another interview with another woman who was in another different cult, not a Mormon cult, but another one. So that'll be something. We have Ruby Frankie's, but we have a lot to dive into. But I just want to come here today and say that, you cannot stress over things like this. Like, you cannot stress over this because we knew it was a possibility, right? So you can't, what are we going to do? There's nothing we can do, Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. There's nothing we can do about, him being president, but we can try to set, I guess we could try to set better precedent, and hope that like the people around us know that this is not right. The people around us should know that ain't right. That don't sound right to me, right? And it's like you cannot argue with the person who has made up in their mind that they're in a cult and they're following who they're following. It's the same thing with the Donald Trump people who follow him. If they made up their mind that he is the one, then he's the one for them. You can't beat it out of them, right? They are brainwashed, completely, fully brainwashed. And they're doing it to their children, which that should be abuse in itself as well. But they're brainwashed. So what do? We roll with the punches, and when they complain, I can't believe Trump did. How can you not believe it? He's been lying for years. Right? So just sit back and yeah, I'm waiting to say that too. I'm waiting to say I told you so too. Like I am, but I can't. I can't. They're already on Facebook talking about the salute. Like people, like they're already on Facebook talking about Elon Musk doing that salute, and they're freaking out. Democrats are freaking out in the comments, and it's like, what? Don't even give it any attention. That's what they want. That's what they want. This is the most like democracy. I mean, I'm sorry, the most like dictatorship I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Right? Ever. He pardons 1,500 people. There's nothing you can say to defend that. I don't even see any Trump supporters in here saying he was talking about flying to Mars. And he's like, yeah. Like he's the president or bro, you're not the president, right? Like he did this by acquiring Twitter, and he most definitely manipulated people with Twitter. He most definitely pushed out misinformation on Twitter. He most definitely used Twitter, his purchase of Twitter, as a political tool to manipulate people. So guys, yeah, I hope we can just kind of get through this, and we will get through it. I'm not gonna say I hope. We will get through it. But it's just the ignorant people for me. It's the ignorant people that try to find everything, something like nothing he can do is wrong. Those are the people that are going to piss me off for the next 4 years, right? It's like, just shut the hell up, right? So, I'm about to hop off here, get my hair done. I've been saying this for days and days and days. I'm doing it today. I'm going to wash, condition, relax for the rest of the night. Yeah, most definitely. They're crazy. They're nuts. I'm trying to see if it's on TikTok. It'll probably be on TikTok too. Because you know TikTok always has the most current. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow. Again, I said I'm going to be here every day the month of January, guys. Every single day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We've done 20 days and it's felt like nothing. It's honestly felt like nothing. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm already seeing Elon Musk and the people on CNN. The people on CNN are like this. Like, come on. Like, do you not expect a Nazi to be a Nazi? Come on. Elon Musk grew up in apartheid. Elon Musk grew up in a place where people of the same color couldn't even be around each other. So honestly, it doesn't really make me any never mind. I'm gonna have to unlist this video because Elon Musk doing that with his hand will probably get me in trouble because they're gonna say that I'm encouraging hate speech. And I really wasn't. I was just trying to show you guys what happened. So I don't know if I should unlist it. If it comes back yellow, I'm going to unlist it because it's not my fault. It's really not my fault. I'm not encouraging that shit. I was just trying to show you guys. But have a good night, guys. Random, Kathleen, Lindsay, everyone who came through today. Who else came through? Dare to be different. Thank you guys so much. Halo effect. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. I'm about to go wash my hair and check out the snow. Bye now.